Welcome to Interview You. Today we will interview the boy from Witches, the book by Roald Dahl. Now it's time to interview the boy. Let me introduce you to Boy. Hello, Boy. So in the book I was reading that you lived with your grandmother. Why did you live with your grandmother and what made her so special?
Well, I lived with my grandmother because my parents died in a car crash, and she was my only living relative. And she was special because she had a good sense of humor and she told really good stories.
So tell me, have you ever seen the strongest witch in the world? I think she's called the Grand High Witch, if I'm not mistaken.
In fact, yes. At a hotel, she slept in the room under me, and she was a hideous woman. And she was very small and very mean.
In one part of the book, you're turned into a mouse. How does this happen?
Well, the witches caught me listening to their meeting, and they shoved a foul potion called the Delayed Action Mouse Maker into my mouth. And just like that, I turned into a mouse. It was lovely being a mouse, but very tough.
I can imagine. So, I'm a little bit confused. If the potion was called Delayed Action, how could it possibly work immediately?
Well, it worked immediately because they put the whole bottle in my mouth, not one drop. And just like that, I turned into a mouse, and I couldn't squeak up for myself.
So how did you stop the witches from turning the children into mice?
Well, first I snuck into the kitchen at the hotel and put some mouse maker in the witches' food. Then when the witches ate the soup, one by one there were witch mice swarming everywhere in the hotel.
So what does the Grand High Witch look like?
Well, she looks like a shriveled up tomato, and she is a mean woman who lives in a castle in Norway.
She doesn't live in the shoe?
No, she does not live in a shoe.
Oh, okay. All right, I first find out about witches.
Well, I found about witches when I was 8 years old while my grandmother was telling me stories about witches and what they do to children. Such as when a girl ate an apple that a witch gave her and she was stuck in a painting and every day she moved throughout the painting.
Terrifying. So what can these witches do?
Well, some witches can make a parent eat their own child or step on their own child, or even worse.
So have you ever actually met a witch?
Yes, I have. I met one while I was building a tree house, and witches have metallic voices and crooked teeth.
Whoa, well, I guess we're running out of time here, so I want to thank my fine guest, Boy from Witches, the book, for joining me today for this scintillating interview, and I look forward to interviewing you on the next version of Interview You. So what can these witches do?
Well, some witches can make a parent eat their own child or step on their own child, or even worse.
Like, I don't know, suck blood out of their necks?
No.
Straight then.
No.
So how did you stop the witches from children?
From children. Okay, go.
So how did you stop the witches from turning the children into mice?
Well, first I snuck into the kitchen and put some mouse maker into their food. Then one by one, witch mice were swarming all over the hotel.
Okay.
I sing